Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of EuroLeague Weekly. I'm Dora Panteli and as always next to me, even though we had a long
two-week break.
and a long
2-week break,
time to see each other. But you enjoy your break?
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back, George.
Welcome back. No double week for you this week. It was good. Good game yesterday.
Yeah.
Competitive game, right down to the wire. I'm glad this season is coming to an end. It's an interesting season. It's going to keep us on the edge of our seats until the last game.
Before we start talking about the Greek derby, that we were both there last night, let's talk a little bit about what you see right now. That's a question I'm doing to everybody. What you see right now, the standings. Mm-hmm. Will you be your choice if we were turning the time back at the beginning of the season?
Absolutely not. And honestly, I actually want to point that out for the Greek derby. If I had just landed from the moon at CEF and you told me one team is 10th and one team is basically locked in on home court advantage, I would tell you that Olympiacos looked like they are 10th.
Yeah.
Like they're fighting for their playoff lives yesterday. In the first half, at least, Pana's body language was not there. So I don't know what to tell you. Still a long way to go, though.
But let's be honest, there were some things at last night's derby that we could make some, not conclusions, but, the result, sometimes it's based on the effort, it's based on being prepared, and it's based on doing the small things. Olympiacos came into this derby without Sasha Vezenkov, the MVP of the season so far, without their main point guard and their best defender, Thomas Walkup, and Montemores, who has been on the sideline for a while now. But they managed to be patient. They managed to have the same philosophy. They managed to have the game plan that they would have even if Sasha and Thomas Walkup were there. And, hats off. They played with a lot of aggressivity in both ends. And I think they were very well prepared. And let's talk now about Panathinaikos.
Who was the MVP for Olympiacos?
The MVP, you want me to be honest?
Coach Bartzokas.
Coach Bartzokas.
Coach Bartzokas was the MVP.
And even though, George, I won't comment on the first half for Panathinaikos because to me, it was like they didn't show up. They allow Olympiacos to have 20 points from their turnovers, 10 turnovers in the first half. They didn't have good spacing in offense. They didn't play aggressive in defense. They didn't manage to get both the offensive or the defensive rebounds, but they came back. And, this shows some effort that they start playing together. They start finding solutions. They had people that they step up their game. But still, in the end, there was no energy. There was no plan. And to me, Olympiacos had more solutions, more people that came from the bench, more people that they're role players, but they do this role very well. I'm talking about Nlikina, I'm talking about Corey Joseph, I'm talking about Sigil Makisik, I'm talking about Jason Ward. All these people are players that allow me to say, and I don't feel comfortable saying it, but these are kind of players that Panathinaikos doesn't have. I'm talking about the role players that they do the small things that in big games like this, they matter.
You cooked. That's absolutely right. Nobody played over 25 minutes.
Exactly.
Tyler Dorsey, top scorer with 13 points, Dora. If we were here a week ago and I said, hey, Olympiacos is going to have their top scorer with 13 points, are they beating Pana with no Vezenkov? What would you say? No way.
No way.
8 players, 8 points or over. Rotation, 50-50 split basically on all positions. Bartzokas masked Olympiacos' problem at the fort because they got nobody to guard Nigel Hayes-Davis on the low post or one-on-one. And he went away from Alec Peters and he insisted on small ball, and helped a little bit and try to just, clog the paint. So hats off to the coach. This is a coach's win for me. This win reminded me of 23-24 Olympiacos. Ugly wins on defense, role players stepping up. All about Coach B on this one.
And let's talk a little bit about Panathinaikos now. They're in a difficult position when it comes to the standings right now. Every game from now on, it's a must-win game. Has been a must-win game, let's be honest. But right now, they need to find a way to take advantage of the great players that they have. I think it's a matter of taking 100% from all your players. Now with Nigel in the team, you need to find more space. You need to find more opportunities for Kendrick Nunn, for Hayes Davis, for all the players. And I see there's a lot of one-on-one situations, a lot of ISO that they try to play, but without the right spacing, it's going to end up a turnover or a defensive rebound.
Long rebound. Yeah, absolutely. Team. Honestly, I just feel like a broken record talking about Panathinaikos, defensive efficiencies. They're not getting anything from the center position. Mathias Lessort is coming back. We'll talk about that later in the show. But right now, nothing's working. And you signed Nigel Hayes-Davis. Guess what? You lost to Oli? Cool. You shouldn't have lost to Paris last week at home. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from Pana. They can beat anybody. They can lose to anybody. So we'll just have to see here, week by week, here on SKWEEK, EuroLeague Weekly. We'll figure it out. But I'll tell you this much. Olympiacos, the way they got that win, it speaks volumes for what this team is all about. Because when Sasha's out, you would think Fournier is going to score 30. Dorsey's going to score 30. But guess what? Nobody had to score more than 13 points for a pretty comfortable win.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Tyler Dorsey made the baskets that counted in the end, the fourth quarter, and he told me, you know what? I'm waiting for these moments. And the way we lost, I'm talking about the cup title a couple of weeks ago, stay with us. It was really something that we had as motivation for tonight's game. And this is something that we were thinking when we were practicing and preparing for this game. So that says a lot. Speaking on Olympiacos and the way that philosophy of Coach Barjoka have stuck with this team for the previous years, let's talk about last night. 35% of Olympiacos points came from their defense. 15% came from their offensive rebounding. There were 42% efficiency in rebounding in general. And I think 22 assists when you're missing your main point guard. That says a lot about what kind of team you are. And this is team basketball. You can survive when your superstars cannot perform or when they don't even play.
She cooked, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing more to add. She cooked.
We'll start with Frank Ntilikina, who was one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, that Olympiacos managed to beat Panathinaikos on last night's game. It's not only his efficient shooting, he had 10 points, but it was his excellent defense, especially during the first half on one of the league's MVPs, Kendrick Nunn. Brian Angola, with an all-around performance, managed to get a W for Villeurbanne after a long time, this time against FS on the road. The Colombian shooting guard, small forward, had the perfect game with 26 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 28 points in performance index rating. Let's be honest now, THT looks like he's from another planet in 2026. He is an MVP candidate, hands down, and he had another great game, this time against Monaco, with 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a performance index rating of 25 points. Thanks to THT, Fener got their 9th consecutive win. Coach Srnos Jaskevicius must be very happy, but we're very happy that we're seeing THT again on our starting 5. Mario Hezonja, or allow me to say Super Mario, had another great game during the season. He reached double digits again for 10th consecutive time, and this time it was against Virtus Bologna. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a performance index rating of 22 points. Another great game for Mario Hezonja and another big win for Real Madrid, who looks like one of the favorites to finish on the top 4. Last but not least, Zach Ledey from Armani. Another week and another great game for Zach Ledey, the American center, this time against Barcelona. He managed to have 16 points, 7 rebounds, and a dime on top of that. Armani got the W, but what's more important than the W is that they get their hopes high with this win for the play-in tournament.
This is one of my favorite segments throughout this season. I'm not really happy about what the editor-in-chief has in for us today. This is kind of a fun segment. We want dunks. We want fun stuff. But are you serious? Vassilis Spanoulis about potentially resigning from Monaco. One of the best coaches in the league right now, no doubt about it. If he's a free agent, there's going to be millions and millions thrown at him. And considering he's a family man, it'll be interesting to see what his approach is. Because I honestly don't see him going to Israel. I don't know, maybe 10 million? 10 million, maybe he'll go to Israel. But 2, 3 million, I don't think so.
No.
So are you serious about potentially resigning from Monaco, Vassilis Spanoulis?
Yeah, it's a difficult situation, the one that he's in, the one that everyone in Monaco is in. And I think that, Vassilis Spanoulis started his coaching career and he's been doing great. And this is an unfortunate time for him because he cannot showcase what he's able to do with the current situation. And I think it's unfortunate for the team too that that kind of a coach cannot stay on a team like this.
Yeah, and they're dropped like on the floor, Dora. I understand, the problems and all that. Maybe we don't understand the extent of those problems, but Monaco was the best team in the league when we started the show.
Yeah.
I remember that we were talking about they're for sure in the Final Four. Who's going to stop them? They're switching, this, that, the other. And now it's just a tough situation. One that we don't know enough about because we don't live there and we don't cover this team. So I just hope, especially for the low wage people, just hope for the best.
Yeah, we don't know if it's true or not, but time will tell. And we're wishing him all the best because you know what? He's a really good coach. It's unfortunate what's happening this year. Same goes with the players, but we see the frustration. We're going to talk about it a little bit in a little bit. What happened with the incident with Mike James and Okobo, which they solved after all.
It's nothing.
This is what happens. You know, when there is tension, where there are a lot of problems in a team, things like that might happen. I'm not in favor of it, but it's something that
basketball.
It's basketball, and you know when you play and you're in the zone, things like that might happen.
They're cool. Don't worry about it.
They're cool now. I know. We know Mike James. Are you ready, George, for this week's Out of Nowhere Partied by Puma? Because it doesn't have to be always a performance. It doesn't have to be a highlight, an amazing dunk, or an amazing three-point shot in the end. It can be the return of Mathias Lessort, something that we've been waiting for so long. He's been waiting for so long. The entire Europe has been waiting, and I'm sure Panathinaikos has been waiting for a while. Are you happy? I'm excited.
Puma got a lion this week as their out of nowhere player, Mathias Lessort, nearing his return. Only two practices with contact, so I'm definitely happy that he was not in the lineup against Olympiacos at SEF. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Araman eases him in because he cannot be thrown into the fire after a year and a half out. But it's definitely good to see Mathias, and I know that not only for his teammates, rival teams want to see Mathias Lessort on the floor, and this is a very, very joyful moment for everybody involved in the EuroLeague.
You know, every fan in EuroLeague wanted to see Mathias Lessort return. He's been working. I'm not going to say what off.
His ass off. I'll say it. He's working his ass off.
He really wants this. He's very dedicated. We've seen all his efforts through everything that posts on social media. You know, I feel for this guy, and I think Panathinaikos needs him now more than ever with all the games, the must-win games that are coming. He can help this team under the rim. He can give his energy. Even seeing him on the bench can help his teammates win those must-win games that they have left off during the regular season.
As we approach the end of the season, it is important to note that we have a monthly EuroLeague ticket giveaway. SKWEEK and Trace and Chase are giving you tickets to any game you want to see in the league. I'm about to win again.
Yeah, I know that. I'm already disappointed. I don't know. I'm not good at that game, and they keep winning.
You win in life.
I win in life. I know.
And and just so you know, I spoke to Trace and Chase, and I asked them.
You did?
I swear. And I asked them. I said, "Hey guys, we need to include some new games."
Yeah, I know. Because you know what? Every time we play, I feel like I have brain fog or mama brain, like because I can't remember.
I mean, you're also tired. I'm
very tired,
right?
Let's be honest. I slept 3 hours.
We're gonna rip into the most spectacular releases of the year. Panini Prism. No, actually, it's a Dora. So I'm gonna open the Dora, and you will have 10 questions to find the player. I'm gonna go easy on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick this guy right here. Where is he at? And this is my player. I'm gonna place him down.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to see any information that's gonna be helpful. Mm-hmm. And you may start, my lady.
Is he European?
No.
Oh, so he's American. Mm-hmm.
Well, he could be Australian.
He can be he can be Australian.
Jock Landale. Jock Landale.
Okay, so is he an active player?
Yes.
Does he play for any of the Greek teams?
No.
Spanish?
No.
Italian?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Zach Ledé?
No. You got 4 more questions.
Does he play the guard?
No. 3 more questions. You're getting there. You're already halfway there.
I know I'm getting there. I'm trying to think. Ship. You can do that every Saturday morning to me that I don't have the time to rest and think clearly.
Come on.
Because you guys want me to lose. I know. I'm going to think about it. Wait.
You post your motivational Instagram stories and you make me feel like I don't work hard enough. So
okay, let me think.
Let's go.
Not Zach.
You have 3 questions.
I know.
Try to help yourself.
Well, I know I have to search in the... He's playing for Virtus.
No.
He's playing for Armand then.
So you have 2 questions. You can still get it. I think you will. I trust you.
I blanked out after Zach Liddy.
That's it. Come on now. And you got 2 questions left. You should be able to get it. And no phones.
No phones. Try to think his name.
You want a hint? No,
I don't want a hint. I know his face. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm always blanking out.
You're gonna win today. I'm really tired. Come on, Dora, I gotta put a timer.
I know you do have to put a timer.
I gotta go home.
Okay, help me a little bit.
He won it.
He won the EuroLeague.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can give you.
He won it a couple years ago, actually, right? Like many years ago. Where was he playing when he won it?
So I'm gonna give you more help, and this will be the last sort of help. But I'm also doing.
I'm gonna look at my phone.
To throw a jab at you.
I'm ready to go.
I'm also doing this to throw a jab at you. He's near. You guys are similar age groups, let's say.
Oh my God, you're making it worse. He's an active player.
Yes, active player.
And he's my age. Close.
Older. You basically have no more. If you.
Okay, you made that comment for the age, and that you shouldn't have done that.
It's fun,
I don't know
though.
if he's older than me. I think I'm older than him.
No, he's older.
He's older than me.
I think so.
He has gray hair. I don't.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Brian Dunstan.
There you go. All she needed was a little
all
bit
I needed was to be embarrassed about my age one more time.
Yeah. At least you didn't say anything bad about me, saying about your age.
And because you helped me, I'm gonna find something easy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I will. No. Okay.
Is he a European player?
No.
Does he play for a Serbian team?
No.
Oh, Jabari Parker?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna I will help you.
No.
I'm gonna help you.
You said no, and I thought yes, he did, and then he just left and he went to Badalona. Wait, you said not for a Serbian team. Yeah, you're right. Greek team?
Yes.
Okay. He's playing right now?
Yes.
All right, we're at 5. So he's an American player. I said, is he European or is he Serbian? I don't remember. What was my first question? Is he European, right?
Yeah.
So he's an American player that right now plays for Oli or Pana. Mm-hmm. Correct? Mm-hmm. Pana has a lot of American players, so... But these cards are, Is it Jaren Grant?
No.
How many do I got left? 3?
4. Can I help you? Because
I don't want help. I don't want help. Is he front court or back court player?
Backward.
Back court.
Let me help you because you asked me something that it was
okay.
I could have answered in a different way.
Tell me.
He was in the Serbian team. He's not anymore. During this year. During this year,
he was.
He was, and now he's in a Greek team. He transferred. I helped a lot.
Tyreek Jones.
Yeah.
All right. Next week we're playing a new game. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for reminding to everybody how old I am.
No, when you said no, I knew something was.
I want to say he was, but now he's not.
The other guys. So BD is a good one. He's a good guy. The other ones were Petrusev. I could have gone Petrusev. Smilagic, Oscar Da Silva. Shout out to Tristan Da Silva, playing well for the Orlando Magic. But yeah, next week, new game. It's time.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for the Squeak Fan Zone, and I will be the one reading, and Dora will be the one judging. That's it, guys. There's no way we're going back-to-back this year. Let me explain. With a win over Monaco, we've basically locked up first place the regular season. And as everyone knows, the team that finishes first in the regular season never goes all the way. You'll see, we'll make the Final Four and then lose in the semi-final. Saras, what have you done? Says Demir, superstitious Demir.
Superstitious. The curse of the first spot, eh?
Yeah, the curse. Listen, let me tell you about another curse. 3 years ago, your team went and won Game 5 on the road. Fener was the first team in modern EuroLeague history to win Game 5 on the road and advance to the Final Four in Berlin. They won at Monaco. Then, a few hours later, Olympiacos won Game 5 on the road.
Against Barcelona.
Against Barcelona. So, you know that this stuff is fun. The curse is real, but it's going to be broken. And why not have Šarūnas Jasikevičius be the one to break it?
Yeah, they've been playing amazing. Let's be honest. They had just had their 9th consecutive win. They look good. They managed to get the number 1 spot pretty early, I will say. Mm-hmm. It looks like they secured it.
Yeah, the Oli Fener game. The Oli Fener game will...
They have one game left over. I think it's the 17th of March. And but I'm not superstitious, even though the curse is a curse and nobody has managed to break it. But he's a great coach. And
Saras would love to break it.
He would love to break it. I think he's up for a challenge this year.
All right, let's move on to hot take number 2. Good evening, guys. Good evening. I told you I'll be back. Here I am. Remember a few weeks ago when I said that unfortunately for my team, I could see us finishing 9th and ending up in the play-in. Well, after the loss to Olympiacos, it looks like the prediction might sadly come true. I do not see Panathinaikos making the Final Four in Athens. Anyway, take care. Panos, okay. Thank you for coming back on the Squeak Fan Zone. Pano. I think, and I said this last week, honestly, I think Pana needs to at least get 7th, which allows them home court and gives them room for a potential loss where they'll play the 8th seed again at home court. Home court means nothing for them this year. Yeah. I mean, you know the record in 2026?
It has been the worst record they had so far.
4 wins and 8 losses. So at least they need to get 7th. But Panos, if you called it, shout out to you for calling it early.
Yeah, let's be honest right now though, even though we're Greek and we support the Greek teams, they don't play well. Even though they added Nigel Hayes-Davis, they need to find the roles, they need to win, they must win every single game from now on. They don't have a difficult schedule.
They don't have an easy schedule.
They don't have an easy, they have
Dora, all the teams that they're playing against are fighting.
Yeah,
Zalgiris, Crvena Zvezda, Valencia, Barcelona, Hapoel on the road.
But our teams that if we put the rosters the one next to the other, Panathinaikos has a better roster. That's what I'm saying. There are teams that Panathinaikos has a better team. They need to prove it on the court. So they need to fight. They need to prove that they are the team who says that they believe, that will believe, that can be at the Final Four, but they need to prove it on the court.
Moving on to next week's most anticipated game, I will respectfully disagree.
Again?
Yeah.
We didn't hurt you.
So I have my own opinion. So it's what I get paid to do.
Which one is the best, will you say?
Barcelona, Hapoel, Tel Aviv.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Barcelona, Hapoel, Tel Aviv. Yes, ma'am. But Real Madrid and Valencia, 2 teams that are currently in top 4, they both want home court advantage. Real Madrid needs home court advantage. Yep. Let me remind you that they only have 1 loss at home this season to Pana when they had, the Kenneth Farid honeymoon back to whenever that was. Seems like a year ago. So Real Madrid against Valencia, these guys go at it in the La Liga, the ACB, they go at it against the Cup. What are you looking for in this game? Basketball expert.
Hey, what am I looking for? That game, I would love, and that is as a basketball fan, I would love to see Valencia keep playing the way they play, this up-tempo basketball, finding all the opportunities on the open court, finding great shots on 5-on-5. They have different people that they're stepping up their game during every different game.
I like Monteros so much.
And I love that lately Real Madrid stepped up their game and they're playing like a Final Four team. Let's be honest, but I'm a Valencia fan right now. I love the way they play.
You're a Zalgiris fan.
No, listen.
Barcelona.
These teams, let's be honest right now.
How many teams does she support?
I've said it on my other show too. Okay. Valencia, Zalgiris have been playing remarkably this year.
Yes, you're
They
right.
have an amazing offensive structure that has been consistent. They play without superstars. And even in Zalgiris that we have Francisco and Moses Wright. Okay, there have been games. Francisco is a superstar.
Now he is a superstar.
He's a superstar. But look, he's playing with people that he's making them look great. They are good players. He's making them great. The same thing goes with Valencia. He has good players. Coach makes them look great the way he uses them. This guy is a great example of how you can be on the top of the standings by not spending a lot of money.
You know what? I'm going to ask you straightforward, and I'll let you know, in my humble opinion, pace will dictate the winner of this game.
Of course.
The pace in which it's played, if they play in Valencia's rhythm, they'll have a chance to win. But I will take Madrid at home. They are monsters.
Yeah, but what is it that controls the pace in a game?
Rebounding.
Rebound. Bravo, George, you've learned so many things.
You learned,
next to me.
Hey, I'm out of here. Cut, I'm out of here.
Good. So you have to
show me some
understand
respect, put some respect on my name.
that rebounds have to do with a lot of things. For sure, you need to
now.
have the
Oh
players
my
that will be
God.
able to get the
I'm
rebounds.
not calling you a TV superstar no more.
But also
you just
rebounds
Dora
have to
Panteli, that's
do with finding the good shots. If you have a good percentage, if you don't have a good percentage, how many rebounds the other team will be able to get, how many points in transition, fast break, blah, 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 blah. All these things that you can manage through rebounding, which sounds small, but it's huge when it comes to games like that.
Who wins?
I'll go with Valencia.
Oh, bold prediction by the lady.
Bye. And it's time for Tales from the Timeline. We will start with one hack that was all over social media.
It's crazy how they get along and then
They're
they throw,
friends.
Yeah, they throw jabs at each other.
It's okay.
And then they get along.
They're friends.
And then they throw jabs. I mean, I don't know if they're friends, but they
They're
have
friends.
respect.
And I know that story when I interviewed Coach Adaman for the first time when he joined Panathinaikos, and I asked him, what's your relationship with Coach Bartzokas? He was like, when I moved here, I called him. I was like, hey, George, where should I find a house close at? So he helped him find a house. So they have a good relationship. Outside of the arena, when you're not in the game mode and all those things, there's no rivalry. Let's be honest. These people are professionals. They will be this year in Olympiacos, Panathinaikos bench. A couple of years from now, somewhere else maybe, or they will stay at the same team. You never know what can happen. They're professionals. Same goes for the players. So there is no reason to have a rivalry that goes outside of the arena.
Agree. And now the better one. This is a better one.
That's a better one.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. And I know Mike for I don't know how many years, since he started playing in EuroLeague. He's a great person. I think his behavior was...
He's misjudged
a lot. And I'm saying I'm not trying to sugarcoat.
His friend Kevin Durant.
I don't agree with his reaction, but I was expecting his apology, and he did it, and I'm proud of him because the way he handled the incident showed his
leadership. The quality of his personality.
Yeah, admitting that you're wrong.
Yeah, publicly.
Doesn't erase the mistake, but it makes it. You know what? He understood what he did wrong.
And I don't think it's such a big deal.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's a shove.
I'm telling you, it's basketball.
But
people don't understand it.
Worse.
But
I've seen worse, especially in the NBA. Like even the biggest superstars in the NBA.
And let's be honest now, they're not in an easy spot.
Yeah, I agree.
They have been on the top of the standings for a while. Mike has been playing great, and now the past few weeks, that happened with everything that goes with the problems that they had within the team. And, they don't feel great about themselves, about the team, about the way this thing going. And it affects their careers too. And it affects the way they behave.
Exactly.
They're human beings, right? They're not robots. So one more week to go. We start early because we have the game of Olympiacos on Tuesday.
You get to work more.
I have to work more, but it's okay.
I have to travel. So
where are you going?
I can't tell you. Can't disclose.
Where are you going?
Can't disclose the information.
Where are you going?
I'll tell you later.
You traveling with Olympiacos?
No. I wish, so I can go have some entrecôte.
Oh my God, okay.
Some meat and fries. I miss it so much.
Okay. But we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here next Sunday and every Sunday until the end of the season. More shows during the playoff series and, of course, during the Final Four. So stay tuned for more.
And until then...
See you on the court.